Hey Taurus, how are you? I'm Nicholas. I'm a psychic medium. I'm back. I was just taking a break from society, I guess. The whole blood moon and everything really sent me for a loop. But yeah, they want to talk about maybe some specific things. Yeah, I had a lot of epiphanies. Okay, so the readings are going to kind of change. I'm just kind of freestyling. So thank you all my new subscribers. My old subscribers, I keep saying all this stuff, but I feel like just read the cards, bro. So we're gonna focus more on like what energies you guys are going up against and how to overcome them, or just what you have to be aware of. These are applied just for the viewer. There's no cross watching here. Just like whoever sees it. I mean, if you have Taurus in your chart somewhere, this message is for you, but it's for the viewer, not for anybody else. Some people are like, they know where they have a goal set in mind and they know where they're going, but they don't know exactly how to attain it, and like they see the path as being a long, arduous path. But like from a higher perspective, if you look at yourself and how far you've come, like this isn't that much more of a path to take. It's about working on yourself and watching yourself grow and bloom into this new cycle of prosperity and abundance that is really challenging for you because you've been stuck for a while. But for some of you, you took a break from people, places, and things, and you really looked at your tools of manifestation and saw where you lacked in some areas. And you've been cutting out distractions too out of your life, I see. And then you're filling your cup for your own self. Some of you thought about going into some religious practice, but you found out it wasn't for you. I'm not saying you're trying to be a nun, but maybe you were just I'm going to go to church more, and you realize it didn't help. So you're turning more to spirituality, and you're just trying to open your mind to new things. And this is good for you for mind expansion. Archangel Michael really pushes that to just think outside the box and manifest things that are new for the world around us, because in the bigger picture, they're fighting for us and our spirit's fighting for us, but they're saying that we had to do this so many times because some of the ideas just don't come out. That's why life can be so short. It's you have this short amount of time to manifest all this stuff for your later soul growth, so think about it that way. If you're down in dumps or something like that, you're seeing nothing stagnant, it's about filling your cup during this new cycle and really stepping out of your comfort zone. What? Somebody's worried about, there's a few of you that are worried about some type of outcome to somebody giving you a cup of love, or they're talking about love, but I don't want to talk about love, but it's the incoming energy for you or outgoing. So we're going to talk about the energies. They're saying that the cup of, if you're not working on yourself, right, and you're concerned about a relationship, or you're in a relationship or something like that, there's going to be stepping stones to get there. So maybe some of you are trying to, you see the Ace of Cups and you're wow, oh, it's going to be good, but it's small steps, and if you're not taking small steps and building something that's going to grow over time, then you're going to be stuck in your emotions, and you're gonna lead with your emotions, and it's not a good thing because that's from the past, right? This isn't past, present, future. I'm just like I got flip outs, and I'm talking what's coming through. So. But they're saying like these stepping stones are like detrimental. Like these are little like lessons that you have to learn about how you filling this cup, because this is the first time you've ever had this big of a cup to fill for yourself, and this is like they don't want you to fuck it up. Like they're pushing you in a direction to like show you balance, and like so some of the things that you're going through that are hard. I'm hearing people that are being taken away out of your life, arguments compiled. Like I've seen some family dynamics where you finally just kind of like detached from certain members of your, could be family or friends, but like you detach mentally from them, and then like all of a sudden they come back in the picture, or like something changed where now you're being forced to live with a specific person that you don't want to. Compile with the energy of the dynamic of the COVID and everything, like trying to go back to normal. Like everybody wants this anxious, like everybody has this anxious energy of like wanting things to go back to normal, but like things will never be the same. So I think a lot of you need to look at noticing the fact that things are changing all the time, and like going back to a place where we were like wasn't as good as it was before either. Like there were still issues back then too. So like look at the future and try to like see how to make the best future for yourself and other ones, like everybody around you are coming through. Somebody's really emotional about something, some type of a change that happened in their life. I think there's a big dramatic change in somebody's life. I'm seeing that somebody like walked out on somebody, and it was hard for you to do. But this was the best thing for you because you knew deep down. You even I think you look back now and you're like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. You never saw yourself like 6 months before that, before you walked away. Like you never probably would have thought you leave this person or do this thing. Could have been a job thing. I'm seeing some keys, but like it opened up it opened up the cycle for you. So like that even though it was a hard change, the blood moon was really extensively effective to everybody too. They want to touch on that. Get one with the world. Okay. Okay. So like we wanted to reiterate that the energy of love. Like so, since you stepped into this new cycle, some of you still have love on the mind, right? So there's a lot of viewers here that still have love on the mind, or receiving love because it's been a while. Maybe you've been lonely through the pandemic. The pandemic. But you're seeing like because you had that time. So the angels gave this is a rudimentary time for you to, and now you're like gonna be learning a lesson. So like to be prepared for this new cycle of abundance and everything coming through. But like at the same time, be aware of the page coming out. That'll make you juggle. It's gonna make you juggle in such a way because you're used to like you see how you're walking away and you're juggling these two pentacles, like you're working on yourself, right? And you figure out what goes in this cup, like you're working out what details go about filling this cup for yourself. So you're walking away from all the turbulent emotions in the background of this card, you know? Or maybe you don't know, but now you do. But what I'm trying to say is what I'm getting from the cards is like they're gonna put people in your path that are pages, and it's like up to you to figure out like the page can only it has a fish in this cup, and look at this, it has the fucking sacrament in this cup. Like, come on, like even if you're not a religious person, the dove is a lot better than a fish, right? Wouldn't you like the dove's perspective more than a fish that's underneath all their emotions, like water representing emotions and the bird having a bird's eye view? So like air, and you can say it's in and out, but like I see it as more of the animal aspect, and yeah, they're gonna put pages that are gonna be put in your path to fuck your shit up, is what they're saying, basically. From my perspective. I mean, from what I'm getting. And this is gonna make you like kind of and the spiritual lesson here is like you went away from all these emotional periods of time where you were like kind of in and out with your own emotions, and like now you're putting yourself first. Like this old energy is gonna want to try to come persuade you back. See how the water is like right in front of your face with this person now. So it will be brought to your attention, and this is like where you realize like this is the defining factor during the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks or so, if this happens to be you, that you're gonna realize this people don't have a fucking place to put. They're only gonna be able to fill your cup a tiny bit. So it's like you're energetically like shutting down things in places, and I think it's gonna be kind of funny to you that just how you actually approach it. Some of these pages might look good too, like maybe you're hypersexual. Some of you like, man, they're good in bed and shit, but like you're gonna know like they're shark, right? Like they're only out for themselves. Fish, 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 fish. They're drowned. These people are like, if you notice these people, you can see like they let their emotions get ahead of them. You know, like I'm thinking about animals that spend a lot of time in the water. We got the crocodile coming out. So these people watch their pages. I feel as though this person. There's just a lot of water here. I think you're more defensive in these people now. I think you've been, this is for somebody that's been through some shit. So now you're seeing. So like you hide too much, and like you're too. It could be like a scorpion. Like I feel like scorpion vibe here too. Yeah, scorpion on your chart, but like in the water too. So like with the crocodile, I see as though like somebody that's like really apprehensive and like, but ready, easy to like catch a gazelle, like straight up. Like if you come in, you're gonna be a delicious meal for me. I'm just gonna fucking go for you, right? So be apprehensive of doing that because you might be destroying opportunities for growth and like opportunities for like mental growth, like lessons and shit that you need to learn. So don't just like destroy a situation because you're afraid of it, right? Or you're hungry. You want some change. Be wise and wait and like show yourself to the world too. They're saying because like. Ooh, if you got two, that's too many. Mm-hmm. Show yourself to the world. Maybe like change your appearance. I think some of you are changing your appearance. Some of you are really standing out in some sort of way. Some of you are coming out that you're gay, but that you're gay. Someone's taking a really big leap of faith for themselves in a position of authority over their own life. I think that there's big changes coming for this person. It's starting a workout routine. Thinking about it, you think about some big dramatic change in your life, just like a way of thinking, a way of like over this last full blood moon, like you got some changes about how you could really go forward with yourself, and you're starting to really believe in yourself and build things for yourself and network and things and putting yourself out there to like situations that you never really expected yourself to be. And they want you to watch out about being cocky about that. Because it's like nice to be seen and everything like that, but like going from this crocodile to this lizard in such a sense is like deep transformation. Like it's almost like the crocodile is bigger than the lizard, right? And the crocodile could eat a lizard, but the transformation is like going from where like you become very small, but your ego, like the way the lizard's looking in this with all this color, like your aura is getting bigger and your body's getting smaller. So it's like almost like your ego is getting inflated. So you got to be careful about your success here. They're saying. There you are, right there. Some of you some of you aren't believing in yourselves at the moment right now, and you're not seeing this change. And there's going to be things coming towards you, new ideas and thoughts for growth and expansion. What is that about? Oh, there you are again. And you get these thoughts are coming from spirit. You got to trust this. So maybe do some meditation. I'm hearing somebody quit some type of obsessive behavior, biting your nails or something like that, or like biting your hair or flicking your split ends or something like that. Somebody hasn't done that in a while. It's good. Still like hate it or something. You start giving back to yourself. There's been a lot of self-care, self-love. It's been happening after a period of like, feeling of lack of like, you weren't really being in touch with your spirituality. And I think the blood moon and the lunar eclipse had something to do with that. Somebody's getting mass activations too. I've seen the fruits of their labor coming into like fruition. Yeah, you've been manifesting, and you're blocking because there was some type of judgment that you had with yourself. I think you made a decision to put something to bed, like whether it be persons, places, or things. But now you're kind of like closed off. But you're just trusting your intuition because your psychic abilities. Yeah, like something that was like a tower moment. Had you conflicted, and like there's all these people involved. Some of you, there was like you walked away from somebody that was cheating and creating conflict. Somebody that you really invested a lot into, but you realized you took your cup. This is for the aces. The ace of cups comes with like this. You took your fucking cup in this situation. You had you had to be brave to face this. And if you haven't, you will be. You're gonna come out on top, but like you had to take a cup and be like, you know what, fuck this. Somebody took back their power, you know, and they're like, I'm taking my biggest cup. I'm not giving to this situation anymore. The angels are proud of you. Some of you are conflicted about your success, so like they want to talk about how people in the past that were crocodiles and lizards around you, too. People that had a false mask that promised you the world. The mask, the raccoon. These people were blocked. And they were trying to block you from your success. These were demonic manifestations. Like spiritually, they you knew from the beginning these people were bad for you, but they put a mask and helped you fucking. You had a mask on to yourself because you like to see the good thing in people, but like this person had a mask on and then helped you put another fucking mask on, and it caused your heart chakra to be blocked and like move with that indecision. But like you finally made a decision because you were like, I'm tired of being this. You're going to, or you did. Like I'm tired of being in this situation of like feeling black and where I can't make a decision for myself. Like I got this. Like I always had this. Like why am I sitting here holding these fucking heavy ass swords for no reason? Over some shit that somebody did to me, like they were playing around in the dark with me and shit, and like they never had my true intentions in the first place, only looking back at themselves like in their mirror in a bad way. Like this person was selfish, but you overcame this energy. So why are you talking about that? It's like because there's a lot of built up you feel like angry towards this person but you don't know why, and it's because you feel guilty that you subconsciously like let yourself down by not being able to see the person for who they were, or like not be able to fix the situation. Like if I would have done this better, or would have done that, and some of you are like fuck that. But some of us subconsciously think that we could have done something better, but it just wasn't. It wasn't feasible. This person they were wearing a mask. Like you need to understand that this person was put in your past so you could realize your worth and put you into this decision to be like, okay, I gotta put these swords down because you came into this situation with two swords and thought already. But it doesn't really matter because I think you're seeing this now. Once you do some heart chakra meditations, like open up your heart chakra, you can. When I do it, I just pretend like I'm breathing in white green like air and breathing out black smoke, like to detoxify my body, and I imagine like a mandala, a green mandala on my chest, and where my heart is, and I just open it up with my hands, and yeah, and it's cool. And I let the divine in, and Mike comes in and gives like a little spit shine. Takes a selenite wand. He's like, oh yeah, just gonna clean that up for you right there. And yeah, gives me a little bit of vision. Green right here, yeah. But what's up, Gabriel? Gabe. So some of you just have like it's like this person took away your power. Do you want to emphasize it? Yeah, this person probably was a narcissist. It was upside down. There's a big ending with this person, but you finally got over it. Even though there's a bunch of hidden shit, you charged through it. So the energies, yeah. Some of you are dealing with somebody that's watching you. You know that they're watching you, and like you've had to meditate on this, and like you had to learn how to separate. Yeah, this person was a soulmate of some sort. They cause a lot of conflict for you, but like you realize they were like the loose woman, the Queen of Wands, cause a lot of conflict. Probably put you in their party. Yeah, some of you have been hermited up for a while too, and there's been a period of isolation. Some of you have been getting back outside, which is good. They're saying the more you go outside, the more you're gonna really release that. So like, if you've been wasting time or not doing something, and you've been lacking and like doing just self-love and self-care and feeling like bad, because I feel this energy of like you feel you could be doing more. That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing, is going within and just like spending time in nature and just like, I think somebody's being too hard on themselves. I didn't do this, I didn't do that this week. And it's like, no, you needed the time to relax. Yeah, because the sun came out in reverse, right? There's a few energies here that some of your ancestors are here. Somebody got a burst of energy, like a burst of ambition to go after something that they... This is divinely guided, this is your ancestors. So somebody needs to make an ancestral altar. Isa, Asa, like an A name, Alyssa, Allison, Allie. Any type of A name, Andy, Oriole. Kind of specific. I mean, I don't have any name Oriole. I've never heard that. Not Orville, but Oriole. Is that a real name, Oriole? Somebody has somebody that's, yep, the Lovers. And the Moon, I saw this already, so like, this is, somebody met somebody. You want to talk about somebody, is that right? Some of you met somebody that you look at like a option, but you have options, but like, this person disrupted your life, like you weren't expecting to meet this person, and you're like wondering about this person, if you whether they should walk away or not. Because like there's a lot of people telling you like, maybe you watch too many tarot readings, and you're not listening to your heart. What makes you happy? I mean, usually answers can be found if you go within, right? You feel like you're in the dark, you just want to know so you can move forward. You want clarity because you don't want this situation to end, but you don't want it to like, you don't know how to advance forward because you're in the dark, yeah. And the devil's got you in a point of indecision, error, in and out, in and out. Maybe this person lives from a distance from you. You could be communicating through the internet. I'm not getting that. But this is more about them. I think, why is they coming through like this? So this is, for some of you, like, It's the devil. Like you have options, and like now you're worried about like what options to make, or what decisions to make about what options, and then, like, you know that some of them are bad, or just like not going to be as fruitful. It can be not necessarily bad, but like they're saying that you're wearing a mask to yourself, thinking that this is going to be a good idea for some of you. One of these are going to be a good idea. And there's going to be a tower moment ending, and the devil's making you do it. Like, the devil energy is making you do it. It might be, so be aware of like what you're trying to go into, why you're trying to pick a certain situation, because it could be, you know, if it's for lustful reasons, like they look good, or superficial reasons, and not heartfelt reasons. Like if you're going to a situation where you're jealous about somebody, or they're jealous about you, you know, flip the roles. Not saying you're jealous, but like, if you're going to a situation where there's like a benefit of some sort that's negative, where it's revenge, or like, oh, I'm gonna do really really good just to like show this person that it's like my revenge for myself. You know, it's just like a spite kind of thing. Like you don't want to carry that energy around with you, because the devil is trying to like, the devil will do that when you're trying to make a decision. So like in the long run, you'll always feel like you failed in this decision, and like you're not putting good energy into it. So like with the law of attraction, you got to make sure you're manifesting something good, right? So cut out the fucking bad, the disappointment and stuff. So like they want you to focus. Like if you want to manifest something, take some time out to like cut the shit out that's not going to be in your manifestation, because you're gonna manifest something pretty gnarly right now, and there's like people watching and shit. So like, remember we were talking about that, people watching. You manifest something